Hey, what's up, guys? Today I actually have a top 4 at a League Cup in Masters. Now, last year I produced all my content while being in the Seniors Division, but this year I actually aged up to the Masters Division, and this is what I played in my first Masters tournament with about 26 people, 26 around to 30 people, I'm not really sure, but this is my first Masters tournament, and I actually managed to get top 4, which is really good. I was really happy about that. I was really close to making finals and maybe even winning the event, but I lost to Plumebox. But I'm just going to go over the deck. I might talk about some of the matchups I played against and some other things and my experiences in general for the tournament. So the deck revolves around Pokemon Flareon, which has the attack of Vengeance. For 2 colorless energy, it does 10 more damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile for 20, so 20 plus. So if you do 20 and then you have 16, you do 180 damage. So it sounds like a lot of Pokemon, but when you play like 28 Pokemon, it doesn't get that hard, and a lot of cards to accelerate this process. Fortunately, Vespiquen also has the same attack, Be Revenge, which is basically a replica of Flareon. However, it has 10 less HP and it has Free Retreat. So you kind of play around this. One has a little bit more HP to play around with, but then one also has Free Retreat. So you play around that, you know. So basically, you have 16 Pokemon that you have guaranteed, and now you have to put in like 15 more Pokemon, like 10 to 15 more Pokemon of just like cards to make your damage higher. So some of the first things I'm gonna put in is Shaman EX with the ability set up. When you play this Pokemon, bring your hand onto your bench. You may draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. So basically, this just accelerates the process and helps my deck go a lot faster. Gets all the resources I need. I'm not sure if you can play this deck without Shaman. You really need it for your early game setup. Another card I play is Jirachi EX with Stellar Guidance ability. When you play it down, basically you search for a supporter card and then you put it in your hand. This is good because as you can see, I play a wide variety of supporters. I play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different supporters. So being able to look through my deck and just choose whatever I want for whenever I need it is really useful. I'll go a little bit more into depth later, but yeah, super good. Another card I play is For Unknown, as the ability Farewell Letter. Once you're in your turn, basically discard it, and then you draw a card. Really good, especially when you work with Wobbuffet, which basically shuts off all abilities except for Psychic Pokemon, so you can always do Unknown. Wobbuffet was probably the MVP during the tournament. It was so amazing. It won me a game versus Yveltal. It just helps you evolve. It almost beat me, helped me win Plumebox. It helped me against Night March. It helped me against like Raikou. Like, oh my god, was it amazing! It just helps me against everything. It's not even a bad starter because he played 2 Float Stone. Like, oh my god, it was amazing. Play 4 Battle Compressors. Just discard 3 cards. This is your engine. This is how you get Pokemon in the discard pile. This is how you win games. My ace pick of choice in the deck is actually Computer Search. You could play Life Dew, but in a best of 1 format, I wanted to be consistent, and it definitely did win me some games. It got me whatever I wanted. I mean, Life Dew is okay, but I'm not sure if I would play it over Computer Search. It helps you in best of 3s and stuff against like Vespiquen, Mirror, Night March, but I don't know if I'd play it. I also play 1 Execute with the ability Propagation. Once you're in your turn, if this Pokemon is in your discard pile, you may put it into your hand. Makes your Ultra Balls cheaper, makes your Computer Search cheaper, so 5 cards is just a lot cheaper with Execute. And also, like, I don't know, you just need to put Pokemon in your discard pile. You also play Audino, which has the ability Busybody. You just put it down, you heal 10 damage from you, and remove a special condition. It actually won me a game against Toadbats. Really good, just remove poison and 10 damage. So I don't know if I'd keep it in. But there's not that much more that's really better than this. So I don't know. It's okay, but there's not much to tops it. So you know. 2 Special Charge. Now, this is a new variant of the deck. Instead of playing 3 Fire Energy, I actually just play 2 Special Charge, and then 4 DC. This basically gives you access to up to 8 energy, and then as you know, with 3 Fire Energy and Blacksmith, that's 4 cards. However, instead of playing 4 cards, I can play 2 cards, which is Special Charge. So that replaces the purpose of the Blacksmith. But then you might say, oh, but then how about if they play like Giratina? So then you have one spot for Ranger, and then you said, hey, but then you still don't beat Aegislash. So then you play Hexmaniac. So you have two supporters that not only act as things that counter your counters, it also help you against a lot of other stuff. Then there's just random like little like effects on cards and things like that, and it just covers that matchup, as well as having a craft of energy, and you never run out. Like, so it's just so good. Yeah, Hex is amazing, Ranger's amazing. I play one Lysander, just fish out whatever I want. I considered playing two, but I decided not to play two just because of I played two Bangle. That was my cut. I cut one Bangle, one Lysander for a Bangle. Basically, just 30 more damage to EXs. This might be look kind of interesting, but I really thought Bangle was amazing. It makes your numbers so much better, man. It like helps you out a lot. It's a really good card. I almost like misplayed and lost the game because I attacked with a Bangle Pokemon when I didn't need to, but it's just really good. A great card in general. Play 4 Ultra Ball, 4 VS Seeker, really self-explanatory. VS Seekers are really valuable, so remember that. You have to use each VS Seeker intelligently, especially against a deck like Plume Box. 2 Float Zones, just helps you retreat your Wob and whatever you need. And that's basically it. 4 Sycamore, obviously, and 4 DC. I played against a Yveltal round 1. Basically, I just overcame it. No, I tied. Yeah, I tied. I was losing pretty hard, but then the late game, I just tied. Round 2, I played against Raikou Eels. I started Wobbuffet, fortunately, and I just like held it up for 2 turns, got everything set up I needed to, but unfortunately, not doing very much damage with Flareon against Eels with Assault Vest and its ability. So I just like, chipped away at it and knocked it out eventually. But one play he made that was super big was just like he played on a Toad, DCE, Karen'd me, and then Quaking Punched, and then and that was a huge play because I had all 16 of my Pokemon back into my deck. So I had like 4 or 5 Pokemon in my hand already, and a Jirachi. And I looked through my deck, and I knew that I had seen a Sycamore. So I kept drawing Pokemon, and then I let my Wildfire get knocked out, and then I went for the sickest play. I went Vespiquen, I attached a DC, I Jirachi'd for a Sycamore, I discarded 6 Pokemon, and then I knocked it out, and basically just won the game from there. Round 3, I'm not sure what I played against. No, I played against Yveltal. Yeah, I played against Yveltal Archeops. I used Wobbuffet just to get around the Archeops, and then I basically just won. He made this play where he just, like had Silent Lab and Archeops out, but fortunately I had Hex, and then I could just evolve and knock him out. Round 4, I played against Alakazam. Now, Alakazam might sound bad, but it's actually really scary, and I had nothing, so he basically just got me out around like turn 2. So game 5, round 5, I played against Toadbats. Basically just, he couldn't get anything going, and I just set up and Vespiquen and Lysander all his Toads, and pretty easy game, not much. I felt kind of bad for him, but I had like a lot of myself. In top 8, I got played against Night March. It was pretty close, but he would like end me down to low hands, and I'd hit my Sycamores. He delinquented me to 0, and I top deck Sycamore, even though like I had a few extra unknowns to lie back on. And then I got end myself to 1 or something to end him to 2. He hit the DCE, and then I knew I had unknown to lie back on. I had 2 on my bench, but then he hexed me. But I already had my DC in hand, so I won, which is kind of unfortunate for him. In top 4, I basically game 1 I played against Plume Box. Got Wildfire going. Game 1, and there wasn't that much he could do. Game 2, he got Vileplume. Turn 1, just destroyed me. Game 3 was really interesting, but basically at the end, I knew he had Glaceon active, so I got a VS Seeker. My last 2 VS Seekers were Wobbuffet active for a Ranger and a Lysander, and then he Ninja Boy'd into Aegislash, and I had no way to knock that out. So. And I couldn't top deck DC to Shaman Loop until time and go for sudden death. So I basically lost like that. So unfortunately, I lost in top 8, but top 4. But what you gonna do? All right, now that I've talked about basically all the deck, I just want to play a game with it and show it off. I really like this deck. I think it's really fun. It's probably my favorite deck of all time, and I don't know, it's just pretty cool. So I wanted to show it off. I should really delete some decks. It's kind of hard to find what I want. This, no, wrong deck. Might be. Okay, I'm just gonna cut. Alright, we're back. And we're playing against Sephiroth Masamu. He's calling the coin flip. Hopefully we can win. This deck actually has a huge advantage going first. It's a lot better. And we do win the coin flip, so I'm going to decide to go first. You can definitely go second, but without Force's Giant Plants, it makes it kind of rough. For sure. So you could consider playing one. I don't think you really need it, but, you know. I'm not really sure what he's playing so far. But this hand's okay. I don't know. I'm probably just going to Battle Compressor early, get some stuff I don't really need, and then just Sycamore and have 5 Pokemon already in. And he starts with the Charizard. That's kind of ambiguous. I'm not really sure what he's playing. I'll Battle Compressor. I don't think I'm gonna need Audino. He doesn't really seem like he has anything that will put a special effect on me. There's no burn condition. There hasn't been a burn condition in a very, very long time. And it looks like I have a Shaman prize, which is unfortunate, and I have a Flareon prized. So I can discard Wildfire, but I think I might need it. So I'm probably just gonna discard my Eevee, just because I'm already discarding 2 Flareon. I might need Wildfire. So I'll go with that. I'll attach Flowstone to Combi just in case I want to retreat early. I know I played 2 Bangles, so I might not want to do that. But I don't know, I'm not really sure right now. You know, it's interesting because I played 2 Bangle and he has kind of low HP, so I could probably snipe him turn 1 2. So I'm actually gonna refrain on playing the Floatstone to get that early Bangle play. And looks like it was an alright decision. I don't know. Maybe not the best. I'm gonna make a 6 Shaman play right here. Ultra Ball. These two away. Grab. Since I discarded my so many Flareon, I'm probably not gonna want to get an Eevee setup because I know there's not that high a chance of drawing Flareon. So I'm gonna get another Combi, and then I can actually grab Battle Compressor, discard some EVs because I don't need them. Wall Fit, probably don't need that either. Yeah. Fortunately, no DCs prized, but it looks like I have AZ prized. Maybe some other stuff too. I mean, I want to have at least something. Yeah, 1/1 is good. And then I can Shaman for 6. This looks like it's kind of aggro, and maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have discarded both my all three EVs just because there's one of my prize cards, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna put down another unknown, and I'm just gonna pass. I had a really good turn. This turn was super aggro. But next turn I have a lot set up. Like if you look at my hand, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If I get a Bangle, he's dead. This deck doesn't look super experienced, but that's fine. I just want to show off the aggression this deck can have. And if he doesn't have that much, I'm going to win this game super easily. Which is, you know, exactly what I want. So maybe this won't be a super high level game, but it'll just show that even with an okay start, and like discarding 2 Flareons, you can still go ham. So I'll evolve into Vespiquen here. All unknown, farewell. Actually, I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, I'll just wait and discard this unknown. And then I'll get another Vespiquen to get something set up in case something happens. Evolve. And then I'll play Professor Sycamore and draw a fresh 7 cards. I don't really mind, like, discarding a special charge isn't even that bad because I know I play 2. So I have a DC here, I'll throw that on. And luckily, because I've executed the discard pile, I didn't actually use it before, but now I remember, I can get the Ultra Ball for the computer search for Silver Bangle. So I have 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 9, 10, and it looks like I need 13. So I can just farewell letter right here. So I might not even need to get like, I don't know. I forgot what I was trying to say, but I'm not sure what I want to do here. I want to leave some unknowns for the late game in case I could end, which is kind of actually a threat. So I'm probably gonna leave that one there. So I can discard a Combi. I haven't discarded any. I'll use execute. I'll use propagation, and I can actually computer search for a Silver Bangle, which is super strong, super good for me. Yeah, I don't really know what I want to get what I want to throw away with Battle Compressor, but I know it's important to thin out my deck, so I'll do it for sure. Let me just look through. I don't know what I don't need. I have 4 VS Seeker left. Like, my deck's looking alright, to be honest. I don't mind drawing a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, so that's looking alright. 1, 4, 5, 6, 8, 11, 12, 13. So 13 plus 2 plus 3. That's the knockout. I'm just gonna thin out my deck a little bit more, make it so that there's like only good stuff to draw. Don't really want a Battle Compressor at this point. Basically, I have everything set up. Don't really need an Ultra Ball. And I don't know. The rest of my deck is basically just like nothing else I need. I guess I can discard that because I discarded a Combi. That sounds fine. So I'll leave the Shaman in there just for later. And then I'll just be revenge. Do a ton of damage. 190. That's turn 2 190. That's crazy. I considered going for Ultra Balling for a Eevee, but I was like, eh. And if you can't follow up on this, then I win the game. So that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, this deck is just super good. Like, it has ways to beat almost every matchup with Wobbuffet and your Stage 1s and Ranger. So even though it might have some troubles, it's still really, really good. And Crunch looks like it's not going to knock me out. That's too bad. Oh, but it's going to discard my DC. Fortunately, I have another DC. And I'm actually going to try to see how much damage I can get for fun. Because, you know, I just want to entertain you guys. So let's just try to see how much damage I can get. Yeah, I'm not even going to grab Pokemon. I'm just going to fail at search. And I'm just going to go ham and try to draw a ton of cards. So, yes. Cool. I think it's not worth playing this down for 1 card. He just concedes. That's fine. Yeah, but I had game easy there. I was going to get a lot more damage. Too bad I couldn't get a better game, but, you know, I just showed you guys the power of this deck, and this is definitely a deck I would consider going to future tournaments. It requires a lot of skill and testing, but it's super fun. And it has tools to beat everything, even if it's not top tier. It's like probably tier 2 or 3. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.